Have you ever woken up feeling more tired than when you went to bed, despite getting what you thought was a full night's sleep? Or perhaps you find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 in the morning, wondering why your body just won't cooperate anymore. It's a frustrating reality for so many of us once we cross that 60-year mark. We often chalk it up to just getting older, accepting that aches, pains, a foggier memory, and a general lack of energy are inevitable companions of our later years. But what if I told you there's a deeply rooted, often overlooked reason for these feelings, and it has everything to do with what happens to your body while you sleep? The shocking truth is that sleep, for most of us over 60, simply isn't what it used to be. It's not just about getting fewer hours, it's about the very quality of that sleep, which profoundly impacts everything from our energy levels and mood to our memory and even our physical health. It's a silent, unseen shift that can subtly rob us of our vitality without us even realizing it. But here's the secret: understanding these changes is the first step towards reclaiming truly restorative rest. In this video, we're going to uncover exactly what's happening in your body after 60 when you try to sleep. And more importantly, we'll look at simple, practical ways you can adjust your habits to get the deep, rejuvenating sleep your body truly needs. Stick with me until the very end, because I'm going to share something truly surprising that could change your nights and your days for the better. Let's dive right into the heart of what's really going on when you try to sleep after 60. It's not just your mind that changes, your entire sleep architecture shifts. Think of sleep like a grand symphony with different movements: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep, where dreams happen. As we age, that symphony often loses its deeper, more profound movements. We spend less time in those crucial stages of deep, restorative sleep, and our overall sleep becomes more fragmented, peppered with tiny awakenings we might not even remember. This means our bodies aren't getting the full repair and rejuvenation they need, and our brains aren't getting the chance to consolidate memories or clear out daily toxins. The consequence: waking up feeling drained, foggy-headed, and not quite right. So, what can we do to help our bodies find their way back to a more harmonious sleep symphony? The first powerful habit, and one of the most effective, is to reclaim your internal clock by embracing natural light. Our bodies have a magnificent internal timepiece called the circadian rhythm, which dictates our sleep-wake cycle. For decades, this clock was perfectly calibrated by exposure to natural daylight and darkness. However, as we age, our eyes might not let in as much light, and our bodies produce less of the hormone melatonin, which helps regulate this rhythm. The result is often a weaker signal to our brain about when it's truly day and when it's time to prepare for sleep. The shocking truth here is that many of us accidentally disrupt this rhythm even more by staying indoors too much, especially in the mornings. The simple, actionable step here is to make sure you get bright, natural light exposure, especially first thing in the morning, even if it's a cloudy day. The outdoor light is significantly more powerful than anything indoors. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your internal clock. Aim for at least 10 to 15 minutes of outdoor time within an hour or two of waking up. You don't need to stare at the sun. Just be outside. It could be sipping your morning tea on the porch, walking the dog, tending to your garden, or simply opening the curtains wide and sitting near a window with a good book. This morning light tells your brain it's daytime. Be alert, and helps suppress melatonin production during the day, which in turn primes your body to produce it more effectively later in the evening when it's time for sleep. By consistently doing this, you're strengthening your body's natural sleep-wake signals, making it easier to fall asleep at night and wake up feeling more refreshed in the morning. Now, as important as morning light is, what you do with light in the evening is equally crucial. This brings us to our second vital habit: mastering your evening wind down and controlling light exposure before bed. Just as bright light helps you wake up, the wrong kind of light at night can completely derail your sleep. We're talking about blue light, the kind emitted by smartphones, tablets, computers, and even some LED televisions. This blue light is a powerful suppressor of melatonin, the very hormone your body needs to produce to signal sleep time to your brain. After 60, our bodies are already producing less melatonin. So adding a blast of blue light just before bed is like telling your body, stay awake, it's still daytime, even if it's past 11 o'clock at night. The key here is to create a deliberate, calming transition into sleep. Begin your wind-down routine at least an hour, or even 2, before you plan to go to sleep. This means putting away those glowing screens, instead of scrolling on your tablet or watching late-night news. Try reading a physical book under a soft, warm lamp, listening to some gentle music or a soothing podcast, or engaging in a calming hobby like knitting or a jigsaw puzzle. Dim the lights in your home during the evening hours, using warmer, lower wattage bulbs where possible. Think about the soft, amber glow of a campfire or candlelight. That's the kind of light that signals relaxation to your ancient brain. Even better, consider a relaxing, warm bath or a gentle stretching routine that helps release tension from your body. These actions don't just reduce blue light exposure, they actively prepare your mind and body for rest, helping to calm any mental chatter and ease you into a state conducive to deep, restorative sleep by being mindful of light exposure throughout your day, from bright mornings to dim evenings. You are setting the stage for truly profound sleep, making it easier for your body to move into those deeper, more beneficial sleep stages that become elusive after 60. Now that we've talked about setting the right rhythm for your day and evening, let's turn our attention to what you might be putting into your body and your sleep environment itself. Now that we've talked about setting the right light rhythms for your day and evening, let's turn our attention to what you might be putting into your body and the environment you're sleeping in. Our diet plays a surprisingly significant role in how well we sleep, particularly as we get older. This leads us to our third powerful habit: making smart nutritional choices that support sleep. As we age, our digestive systems can become more sensitive, and the way our bodies process certain compounds changes. What might have been fine in your younger years could now be actively sabotaging your sleep. One of the biggest culprits is eating heavy, rich meals too close to bedtime. Your body needs time to digest, and if it's busy breaking down a large meal, it can't fully shift into its rest and repair mode. Aim to finish your dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. Opt for lighter, easily digestible meals in the evening, like lean protein with vegetables, or a wholesome soup. Avoid fatty, spicy, or sugary foods that can cause indigestion, heartburn, or blood sugar fluctuations that wake you up. Then there's the notorious duo caffeine and alcohol. We all know coffee wakes us up. But after 60, your body processes caffeine much more slowly. That afternoon cup of coffee or even a lunchtime cola could still be circulating in your system hours later. Long after you feel its initial boost, try to limit caffeine intake to before midday, or even earlier if you're sensitive. Switch to herbal teas or decaffeinated options in the afternoon and evening. Alcohol is often mistakenly thought of as a sleep aid because it can make you feel drowsy. However, while it might help you fall asleep initially, it fragments your sleep later in the night, especially during the crucial REM stage. You'll likely wake up feeling tired and unrested, even if you had a full 8 hours. It's best to avoid alcohol, or at least limit it significantly, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. On the positive side, certain nutrients can actually aid sleep. Foods rich in magnesium, like leafy green vegetables, think spinach or kale, nuts, almonds, cashews, seeds, pumpkin, flax, and even dark chocolate, can help relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Tryptophan, an amino acid found in foods like turkey, chicken, dairy products, and bananas, helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin, both crucial for sleep. A small, light snack before bed, like a banana or a handful of almonds, can sometimes be helpful. But remember, keep it light and easily digestible. Hydration is also key throughout the day. But try to limit your fluid intake an hour or two before bed to avoid multiple trips to the bathroom during the night, which significantly disrupts sleep. By being mindful of what and when you eat and drink, you're providing your body with the best fuel for truly restful sleep. Beyond what you consume, the environment you sleep in makes an enormous difference, especially as we age and become more sensitive to external disturbances. This brings us to our fourth essential habit: crafting your bedroom into a true sleep sanctuary. Think about your bedroom as a dedicated space for rest and rejuvenation, a place completely separate from work, worries, or distractions. The three pillars of a good sleep sanctuary are darkness, quiet, and a cool temperature. First, darkness. Even tiny pinpricks of light from alarm clocks, charging phones, or streetlights filtering through your curtains can disrupt melatonin production and signal to your brain that it's not truly night. Invest in blackout curtains or blinds that completely block out external light. Cover any glowing LEDs on electronics with electrical tape or simply unplug them. You want your room to be as dark as a cave. Next, quiet. Our hearing can become more sensitive to sudden noises as we age, making us more prone to being startled awake. If you live in a noisy area, or if your partner snores, consider using earplugs. Another excellent strategy is a white noise machine or a fan. The consistent, low hum of white noise can mask sudden sounds and create a peaceful auditory environment that helps your brain relax and stay asleep. Many people find the gentle whirring incredibly soothing. Finally, temperature. This is perhaps one of the most overlooked aspects of sleep quality, yet it's incredibly important, especially for those over 60. Our body's temperature regulation changes as we age, and a room that's too warm can make it very difficult to fall and stay asleep. Most sleep experts agree that the optimal temperature for sleep is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, about 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Experiment to find what feels right for you, but generally, cooler is better. Use light, breathable bedding, and consider wearing loose, comfortable sleepwear, opening a window slightly if the weather permits, or using a fan or air conditioning can make a huge difference in creating that ideal cool environment. Beyond these three pillars, consider the comfort of your mattress and pillows. If you've had the same mattress for over 10 years, it might be time for an upgrade. A supportive and comfortable sleep surface can alleviate aches and pains, making it easier to find a comfortable position and stay asleep. Remember, your bedroom isn't a TV room, an office, or a dumping ground for clutter. It's your personal sanctuary for rest. By dedicating some time and attention to making these adjustments, you are setting your body up for the most restorative sleep possible, allowing it to move more effectively through those vital deep sleep stages. Next, we'll dive into perhaps the most challenging aspect of sleep, and that's managing the thoughts and anxieties that keep us awake. We've covered a lot of ground today, and it all boils down to giving your body the support it needs for truly restorative sleep. We've talked about resetting your internal clock with morning light, creating a calming evening ritual by dimming the lights, making smart food and drink choices, and transforming your bedroom into a cool, dark, and quiet sanctuary. But there's one more piece to this sleep puzzle, and it's often the trickiest one to master, especially after 60, taming the mind and body before bed. As we age, our anxieties and worries can often become amplified in the quiet hours of the night. The day's stresses, unresolved thoughts, or even future worries can swirl around, making it impossible to quiet the mind and drift off. What might have been an easy dismissal in our younger years can become a persistent chatterbox in our heads. This mental agitation directly impacts our ability to fall into and stay in those crucial deep sleep stages. One of the most effective ways to quiet a busy mind is through gentle, regular physical activity. I'm not talking about intense workouts right before bed. That can actually be stimulating. Instead, I mean consistent, moderate exercise earlier in the day, a brisk walk, a swim, some light gardening, or even gentle stretching can significantly improve sleep depth and reduce the time it takes to fall asleep. It helps your body release pent-up energy and regulates your sleep hormones. Just remember to time it right. Finish any vigorous activity at least 3 or 4 hours before you plan to go to sleep. Beyond physical activity, incorporating specific relaxation techniques into your evening routine can be transformative. Think of it as a mental wind-down. Deep breathing exercises are incredibly powerful. Simply inhaling deeply through your nose, holding for a few seconds, and then slowly exhaling through your mouth can activate your body's relaxation response. Progressive muscle relaxation, where you tense and then relax different muscle groups throughout your body, can release physical tension you didn't even realize you were holding. Mindfulness meditation, even just for 5 to 10 minutes, can help you observe your thoughts without getting caught up in them, allowing you to create mental space before sleep. Some people find that a short, warm bath or shower before bed, with the added benefit of essential oils like lavender, can signal to the body that it's time to relax. Finally, for those persistent worries, try a worry journal. About an hour or two before bed, take out a notebook and simply write down everything that's on your mind, your to-do list for tomorrow. Any concerns, nagging thoughts. Getting them out of your head and onto paper can often diffuse their power and prevent them from cycling endlessly as you try to sleep. It's like giving your brain permission to let go until morning. So, to recap these simple yet profound shifts, respect your internal clock by soaking in morning light and dimming evening screens. Make smart nutritional choices by eating light and avoiding late caffeine and alcohol. Transform your bedroom into a truly cool, dark, quiet sanctuary. And finally, calm your mind and body with gentle activity and relaxation techniques. These aren't just isolated tips. They're a holistic approach to reclaiming the truly restorative sleep that becomes so vital after 60. It's important to remember that change takes time, and perfection isn't the goal. You won't master all of these overnight, and that's perfectly okay. Start with 1 or 2 that resonate most with you and commit to trying them consistently. Even small adjustments can make a massive difference to your health and happiness. Imagine waking up feeling truly refreshed, your mind clear, and your body ready to embrace the day. That's the power of good sleep, and it's absolutely within your reach. I'd love to hear from you. Have any of these tips resonated with you? What's one change you're excited to try tonight to improve your sleep? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could inspire others in our community. If this video has shed some light on your sleep struggles and given you hope, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me reach more people who need this information. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more practical advice for living your best life at every age. Because you deserve to wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to embrace each day fully. Here's to many more nights of blissful, restorative sleep and vibrant, joyful mornings. Live your best life at every age.